So, it's been a while, hasn't it? So you might be wondering what's going on here. Let's just say I wasn't really appreciative of my setup. Well, now I am. In the background of this video are some recordings of some tests I did on Substance, Fallout 4, and War Thunder. While my editing and acting skills aren't great, I do plan on improving. Other than that, I plan on recording the game StoneHearth and some other games. Other than that, enjoy the video. So I see you're back then. Oh, you see, today, as I said before, we're going to be playing some StoneHearth. Now, as you can see, I've already created a place, or a settlement. The problem with the settlement is that I have not recorded on it before. So today, we're going to start our new story, or at least our new settlement. This is a story. This is the story of a brave band of settlers from the Ascendancy, a prosperous and industrious, I said that wrong, but still, kingdom, seeking new lands and adventure. They set off to temperate. They set off to the Darkmoor Forest, a location that is sure to be an inspiring place to start anew. So, I've honestly tried recording on this, but the problem that happened last time was the fact that apparently there was no audio. This all seems fine. Also, as I tried to say beforehand, I am going to be trying to, as recording this and recording some other stuff, I'm going to be trying a little thing where I go and basically have a little backstory for stuff. But as a StoneHearth right now, I cannot think of one, so I'm just going to wait on StoneHearth while that's good. I'm gonna not really do the story for StoneHearth. Honestly, I might, but really what is gonna go happen is that, I don't know. I think I'll create it as this is the starting point of the stories. And yes, I'm trying to do an accent. I don't know how well I'm doing. It's just honestly I'm not that interesting because I have a monotone. But other than that, compiling the truth. Find items have a higher net worth than their normal versions. There's a lot of stuff that goes into this game. There's some actually pretty good AI. They have an actual net worth thing where you get people through both having some good crops and also having. Ooh, this is actually a pretty good map. I think I made. Yep, I'm gonna have to start somewhere. I want to start. Ooh, what the hell is that? I kind of want to start somewhere where I'm pretty much not being threatened by stuff. Primarily by two directions. I think I'm gonna start off here and build off. There we go. Oh yeah, I don't. So this game is honestly about just building a settlement. So, but there are some key interesting things about this game. For one thing, you start off with 5 settlers. They each have their own 3 attributes basically for their character sheet. So you have the mind, heart, you have the mind, body, and spirit. Spirit is their faith, basically influences courage, willpower, compassion, and inspiration. Body means that they just, to my knowledge, it's just they have more muscle, speed, and stamina, and they have more health. And then mind, it's diligence and curiosity. Anyway, they each have their own little attributes. Also, this one, Eleanor Woodland, is apparently a jokester and an empathetic person. While Helen Amont. Oh, sorry. I thought they were off the edge of the world. Is apparently a professor. Professor. Sorry about that. Anyway, so what we gotta first do is mark trees for getting harvests. Because the thing with the game is the fact that you can build houses, you can build roads and all that, but you also gotta mine and all that. So one of the things you can do is you can set up little zones like for stockpile and all that, which I think I'm gonna actually set up this zone for that. That's set up. There we go. This will honestly just be a little stockpile place. Because if you don't have a stockpile place, then all the materials just lay around. This is more just for organization. Sorry for that. There are about 3 speeds on this. There's normal speed, 2 times speed, and 3 times speed, I believe. This might, no, it just doesn't say. It's a higher speed for anything. So we're gonna have them just mine and all that. So we should probably, I'm gonna pause. Yep, that was just a big tree going down. See all this wood on the ground? That's them mining it. There's also this cool attribute where you can basically cause them to go mining and all that. So now all this will get mined. Other than that, there's a few key aspects. First off, I can change one of them into a job. I think I'll change you into the carpenter saw. And I'm sorry if I offend people with this accent, honestly. But anyway, so now they are going to be promoting into a crafter. And I'm going to change you into a weaver. As you can see from the promotion sheet, that there are multiple levels. There's primarily level 1, then level 2. So what it means is that you have to get to a certain level from the level 1, or at least tier 1. So now they want to do. So I want to wait for the carpenter. Once a carpenter becomes the actual carpenter, I'm going to make this. Oh, I have to wait till they actually build that. I'm gonna queue this anyway, and then have it so I place down this over here. I think I'll make this over here our little crafting area. And let's see. The next thing I probably want to do is I'm going to want to build a road or something like that. So now I have wood crafted, or wood to be crafted. And so what that also means is that now I can build a house. So what I'm going to do now is not that. So there's a few things with this game to be noted. You can queue up a house, or even like this. I'm right now queuing up a road to be built. It's 42 by some odds. If I click build, they're gonna start building it as soon as I press play. Oh, I forgot that's on there. It's a bit odd with the fact that you have to do some stuff like, you can't build with some major stuff on it. You can build with, say food or other stuff on it, but if it's had a crafting station on it, you can't build on it. Actually, a road right there would probably be terrible. A 50 by 6 road, that'd probably work. I'll have them build that, and then I can queue up an actual house. Actually, if I do this, ooh, so we have a strange bird inbound, a bird messenger. An odd bird arrives with a letter in its beak stamped with the official seal of the Ascendancy. The bird also carries a name tag, which reads Harold. Open the letter. A letter from the capital. Dear Expedition 56. I hope this letter finds you well. By my guess, you have likely set up camp by now. As your capital liaison, or whatever, it is my honor to preside remotely over the official founding of your outpost. I trust that you have had ample time to choose a name for your journey, on your journey. Anyway, the letter continues. As you know, every new settlement must choose a banner. This banner reflects your spirit and vision. The uniting factor which brought the expedition together. What future did you foresee when you embarked on your quest for township? Banner. The letter continues. Hold in your mind the vision of what your town will one day be. Your banner will set that course, but it is up to you to finish it. Choose well, my friends. I eagerly await your reply. Yours, Mer Burley Hands. What shall we choose? Then it gives me an official settlement art declaration. Sorry about that. Something had been brought up, so I had to go deal with it. Other than that, let's get through with this. So, official settlement declaration. Choose a name for your settlement. We're obviously gonna have to go with the one I'm talking about. Relmer Bay? No, that's the other one. Relmer HQ. So, what we need is... we are going to need banner vitality. Visual regulation. It basically does, so the trees, instead of producing, say, if they produced 4 pieces of wood, they instead produce 5, which obviously they produce a lot more than that. And then plants and crops grow 25% faster, and plants have twice the normal appeal. So let's see what we have. Nope, that's not exactly what I wanted, but still. Anyway, let us build our house, because that was another thing. Right now I have a carpenter, and one of the main things you need in the game is a farmer. But as of now, I can't train anyone to become a farmer. Or, well, I can probably train Riley to become, what was it? I can definitely become an actual, fighter. So yeah, I already have that practically queued. So while they're doing all that, I'm going to queue up the house. Oh, I see. Actually, let's leave this for later, because apparently they're celebrating. Pretty sure this bird has to leave. Oh well. Let's see about making a house that is about 21 by 23. I'm going to have to make a door. Let's make the door here. Yep, that's what I was talking about. The bird squawks. A tiny backpack. You're not sure how you missed it before, but the bird is wearing a tiny backpack. It contains a note which reads a little something to help you celebrate, along with 3 cornbread, 1 peasant bread, and 3 roast sausage. That should help sustain. The bird departs. The odd messenger bird scurries off with your official settlement founding declaration in its beak, carrying it in the vague direction of the capital. Farewell. Now let's get back to building. I'm gonna have them building the road also, but still. Now that we have a door situated, let us put down some other stuff, such as a bed. Oops, that's not what I meant. The beds, I believe, have to be at least 1 away. There we go. see what we can. Nope. Let's see about this. Alright. I think I'm actually screwing it up again. Nope. Let's see about this. Nope, that is correct. There we go. That should be a weird room, but at least it's some company or some. It's a place where they can go sleep. Except for the fact that it's not queued yet. That's not a wall. They may be walking through it right now, but soon they won't. Because they'll be building it in a bit. The reason why I'm putting down so many lanterns is because this means that the carpenter will level up more. And then once the carpenter level ups, then what they can do, they can be able to make more items, especially a farming pool. I almost forgot, I haven't put a roof on this baby. Let's erase that. That's what I thought. Let's see. We need to at least shave off a bit of it. But, as you can see, it is functional. There we go. That there is a house that we can build. See now the foundation where it has been placed to be built. We will start building stuff and all that. Now we need a protector. I'm going to put them as a protector since they have the highest body, as in their health and all that. Anyway, let's see. There's one more thing I had to do. I think that was the shield, but I cannot make that yet. And they're level 2. They're only level 1. Now they'll be leveling up pretty quickly. Now they're level 1 footmen. That means that they will protect and attack anything. It's too bad for them. It'll be nightfall before they get their actual beds. Oh well. There's one last thing I want to show you guys before this video ends. But we'll have to wait until the morning. I just hope they can get their bed situated. Are they running? They couldn't be running out of wood. Anyway. So with the farms, once they are able to farm and all that, they're able to make herbs, food, and one of the weaver, which is going to be an actual. What is it? They're gonna need an actual. Well, they need a certain plant which creates fibers and all that. Now we can queue up all that. I'm going to go into settings and actually turn down the ambient volume and maybe the effects volume. That way it's not so loud. I believe you guys aren't going to be picking, the mic isn't going to be picking up a fan sound anyway, because what is going on is there's a fan in the room and it's blowing cold air since it's summer. But yeah, let's just hope they get the bed built before they have to go to sleep. This was the thing I was talking about. Besides the fact that they're all going to collapse from lack of sleep, there's a thing where once the moon turns into the day, oh, it's an actual clock. I believe once the first dash of the sun, a local ranger is passing by offering pets to the dock. This wasn't exactly what I was talking about. There's a thing where the sun, once this one goes and turns black, there is a thing that comes up. Let's just hope these guys don't collapse from exhaustion. It is a pretty small house, and the bedding should be able to be easily put in. But we'll see. I believe it's when the first tick goes. It's already gone. Let's see. They're all eating and all that. Let's see. There'll be a thing that comes up in the bulletins. Or at least the notifications. Yep, that's what I thought. Daily update. Immigration report, day 5, per month, 1,000, or I guess year 1,000. Realm HQ, population 5, town morale, it's pretty high up. So there's a certain amount of food you need. Right now at level 1, or whatever you would call it, you get a 6th person, you need 50 food, and your net worth, basically what your town's worth, needs to be over 275, and you can accept or decline the new settler. I'm obviously going to accept them. I don't believe I have the ability to change anyone into a farmer yet. Nope, because the farming tool has not been made. I'm actually gonna put that pretty fast, that way I can see but getting it. This new worker shouldn't pass out, but the rest of my fear is gonna pass out. Because how late basically were. You can actually see all the stuff they placed. I seem to be running low on wood. What the hell is that? Okay. That is very odd. But yeah. So when now they're copying at level 3. I believe now what I can do. Nope. What I can do now is I can make the third bench. Yep. But that would be after they make the farming utensils and all that. I don't believe I can make anything with this guy yet because they need fiber. So once I start on the actual wood, then we can get rolling. You see, what happens is when you get to the actual stage of having a farmer, because there are 3 options. First one is the farming option. What you can do is you can change people into a farmer. I say it's good to start off with 2 farmers or so. 2 to 3 farmers. They do get relegated against away from the roles, but they do. It's pretty necessary for a farmer to be a farmer. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna first. So their stages can only be 11 by 11. We're gonna. So we can't choose Silkweed or Bright Fella or whatever. That will be later, but what we can do now is carrots. I like to do carrots, because what happens with them is that they pretty much stay, and they're pretty fast growing. See? So we'll make one more plot. Nope. There we go, and we'll put carrots for this one. That way, once we finally get to level 2 of farming, I'll show you what they can do. But one of the things that they do is this. They make plots. So anyway, I'm gonna put someone else to a farm. Now it's just 1 or 2 farmers, or 2 to 3 farmers, because the fact that there is a chance that if they don't, like, okay, so when the plots are made, the farmers can only plant a certain amount until the crops have actually grown from another plot. So if they made, say, this whole plot right here, and then they try to get to this plot already finished, they would say get like halfway before they had to start harvesting all these before they start getting moldy, which is a bad thing. But either way, I'm going to make one of these guys. I'm gonna make you a monastery. Or not, what is it called, a monastery? Mason, not monastery. Right now, a mason, they can work, they can mine and all that, but the rest of the guys, not really. That's kind of why you need like monasteries. They can make stone items, and even they can level up the clay. So yeah. But anyway, I'm thinking I'm gonna leave this video off here. If you guys could like and subscribe and or make a comment down below. I'm just going to save. I'm going to overwrite, which yes, saving. Yay. So anyway, like I said, if you guys could like and subscribe and all that, hopefully this will mark me coming back. And as a treat, hopefully soon, I will be playing a new game. I don't know if you've heard of the station or something like that, but that should be the next game I'm getting. I do plan on playing it and all that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.